DHA is known to be more anti-inflammatory in nature. It suppresses the overactive immune response. Okay. So you must have seen that we suggest to give in your psoriasis, we suggest to give in asthma. So all these are basically your hyperinflammatory condition, right? So that's why we are suggesting omega, so that it reduces the inflammation and it suppresses the overactive immune response. Okay. And our salmon omega is having 180 milligram of EPA and 120 milligram of DHA. 1 to 3 soft gels can be taken in a whole day. Okay. Second, very, very important, I think in the last session, we have discussed it in detail about garlic. Garlic has a content called allicin, which reduces the cytokines and which also has a role in reducing the CRP. CRP is again a biomarker, which tells that what is your inflammation level. That is called as C-reactive protein. Okay, you must have seen in this all this COVID situation, most of the people when they are going for a blood test, they are seeing that the C-reactive protein is on the higher side. Okay, so it has a role in reducing the cytokine storm as well as reduces the C-reactive protein. It gives you almost 6 milligram of allicin. The dosage is 2 tablets once a day. Okay, it has an enteric coating, because if it doesn't have an enteric coating, the allicin will get destroyed in the stomach acid, right? So that's why it has an enteric coating, so that it gets dissolved in the at the intestinal level only. Okay. Vitamin C, again, it reduces the cellular damage, because chronic inflammation leads to a lot of cellular damage. So adding a vitamin C will be a good option whenever you're facing this chronic inflammatory problems, because it reduces the cellular damage because of its antioxidant effect. Milk Thistle Plus again is very, very important, because liver is like a filter in your body, and whenever there is a lot of inflammation happening in our body, there's a lot of cellular damage, there's a lot of toxin getting produced, and toxin to flush out of your body, you have to start adding Milk Thistle Plus, because it will help you to it will help you to reduce the toxic load. And secondly, it has curcumin, which again is anti-inflammatory in nature. Okay. The fourth one is your concentrated fruits and vegetables. I've added especially here because of the presence of quercetin and resveratrol. Quercetin and resveratrol actually inhibits the inflammatory enzyme and reduces the oxidative stress. It also has a role to reduce your histamine levels, especially whenever your inflammation is starting because of any kind of allergy. So in those cases, concentrated fruits and vegetables will be a good choice. And the last is your ashwagandha. Ashwagandha, why? Especially in cases when it is a stress-induced chronic inflammation. In those cases, definitely adding a ashwagandha will be much better choice, because of its active ingredient called vithinoloids, which is anti-inflammatory in nature. Okay, and along with that, definitely our very own your protein. Your all plant protein powder, as I said, when there is a lot of cellular damage, or if you want to strengthen your cells also, so that the inflammation is not able to damage your cells, definitely adding a protein is very, very important. And since none of us are able to fulfill the requirement of protein on a daily basis, adding a supplementation is good. And since it's a plant-based protein, the chances of initiation of any kind of inflammation is the least. Okay. And daily adding is very, very important, again, because of the presence of so many vitamins that is involved in reducing your inflammation, like your vitamin A, your B vitamins, your vitamin E, your zinc. All these again reduces your inflammation. And again, I would like to add that along with your PDO, that is your protein daily omega, the foundation, Chyawanprash can also become one of the components of your foundation, because Chyawanprash can be taken on a daily basis. It has a very high load of vitamin C, which is again antioxidant in nature, and can be taken by all ages and all seasons, right? So yes, along with foundation, Chyawanprash can be also one of the components of your anti-inflammatory products. Okay, so with this, I'll end my session. I know it was a long session, a lot of things to tell, but I tried my best to touch all the points, and try to explain the things so that you slightly get a clear picture that why inflammation is important to subside at initial level only, so that we don't end up into the chronic diseases. Okay, so over to you, Jasleen. With this, we can move on to the questions if we have time.
Thank you, Sapna. There's lots and lots of information, and something again, we always in every presentation talk about inflammation, but today only we've learned and heard about what it is and what it does. So thank you so much. I can already see a lot of good feedback coming in. Yes, there are some questions, so we'll quickly take some 5 to 6 questions. Okay. So is there any test to know that our body is having inflammation? We have any inflammation?
Yes, so there are certain tests like in COVID, they are suggesting to go for a test for interleukins. They are suggesting to go for test for inflammatory markers like your C-reactive protein. And if you're going for a complete blood count also, in that also you'll be able to understand that if your leukocytes or your WBCs are on the higher side, that means your body is undergoing a immune response, and it may further lead to a chronic inflammation. Okay, so basically your C-reactive protein, your homocysteine levels, your interleukins, these are basically the markers which will help you to understand that yes, there's an inflammation going on.
Okay. How does CFE help? Can you just repeat that?
CFE basically has two phytonutrients called as resveratrol and quercetin, and these basically what it does, it blocks the pathway, the inflammatory pathway, and that's why it slows down the inflammatory response and reduces the chronic inflammation.
Okay. So Anthony is asking a question. What happens in the body when there is a pain in the knee and you take painkiller? Is it right?
See, again, when you're taking a painkiller, actually what is happening, it is blocking that pain receptor in your mind and you're not able to feel the pain. Okay, so that's the main thing it does. And in that particular time, the body's acute inflammatory response helps to heal, right? So automatically after 3-4 days you don't feel like pain, but that time, because of a acute damage, you feel a very high intensity pain, right? And it just blocks the pain receptors so that you don't feel the pain feeling, but it doesn't, it actually doesn't relieve the pain from that particular site. That's why it's like painkiller, like it kills the pain in our mind. I'll see if I have any questions.
Yeah. Okay, can people who are taking BP medicines and diabetes medicines, can they take ashwagandha?
Yes, definitely. Definitely. Eosinophil count, a measure of inflammation. It's basically a measure of your allergic reaction. And if it is not getting corrected, then further it may lead to inflammation. But exactly high eosinophil count may not be a direct one, but if it is continuously on the higher side, then definitely it is a sign that you are having a chronic inflammation. Like some people will be there who will be telling that my eosinophil count is always on the higher side, so that means it is chronic inflammation.
Is inflammation related to cervical spondylosis?
Wherever it is itis, ITIS, so that means it is inflammation. Whether sinusitis, rhinitis, spondylitis, all these are inflammation only.
Okay, can you please explain one more time cytokine storm lead to chronic inflammation?
See, cytokine, you have to understand, these are molecules which initiate the immune response. Okay, so when the immune response is initiated, so again when the immune cells also keep on secreting more of cytokines, so that the immune response keeps on the higher side, because especially in this COVID situation when I'm telling, right? So as the virus is replicating and as the virus is dividing, the cytokine molecules tells the immune cells that you have to come to this site and attack this virus. Okay, but after a certain point of time, it becomes it becomes a kind of cycle. It doesn't stop, it doesn't switch off, so it becomes an overdrive of immune response. And when there is an overdrive of immune response with a high level of cytokines, it starts damaging your cells also. right? When it starts damaging your cells in the period of 3 months, 6 months, it starts the inflammatory response also, right? So that leads to your inflammation. When the cellular damage happens, automatically the inflammation will happen, right?
Okay. Okay, so there are some people asking for supplements for psoriasis and other arthritis. For that, I request you to please take a consultation so that you can get the exact recommendation of the supplements. Okay, now there's another for migraine.
I think we have been doing specific sessions for all these problems, and we have been suggesting supplements related to all these problems.
Yeah, but if you still have doubts, then do go for a personal consultation so that we understand your history and then suggest you the products.
Is back shoulder pain inflammation? I think you must have seen that the symptoms of inflammation, you'll be having a lot of body pains, joint pains, muscle pain. So if you're having a prolonged pain in any body part, that is because of any kind of underlying inflammation. So imagine 6 months back you must have taken a huge weight, and you must have like some wear and tear must have happened, right? But since it was not healed properly, a continuous inflammatory response is still happening, which is leading to a continuous pain. So yes, it can be because of underlying inflammation.
So Sapna, we can confirm that if a person is affected by COVID, means he's also affected by chronic inflammation. Is it 100% sure?
No. See, because it's not happening with every person. Every person is not having a cytokine storm. Okay, every person is not having acute respiratory distress syndrome. So it is happening in those people who are having coming with some kind of complication. In those people, the inflammation is already there. So imagine there's a obese people who is having COVID, or there's a diabetic person who is having COVID, or there's a BP person who is having COVID. So the inflammation is already there because the chronic diseases is a sign of continuous inflammation already happening in the body, right? So it's not that every person having COVID will be having a cytokine storm and will be having a chronic inflammation. Okay, it is very like individual based.
Okay.
See, I don't think this is a question that what percentage of nutrition Indian get, because there are so many tiers in our society. We cannot actually give a number that what percentage of nutrition average Indian gets from diet. So I'll not be able to answer this question.
But yes, it is important for the average Indian diet to supplement with some kind of supplements. You don't have to take everything, but at least the foundation range and as and when what is necessary. So this actually, many people have this question that should we actually supplement our diet? Can we not get the nutrition with the food? We all know the time.
I have been talking about this, that maybe 20 years back it was all fine and there was no requirement of supplementation. I agree with that. But now, since so much of interbreeding and since so much of like genetically modified seeds and crops are being there, so definitely there's a lot of like nutrient deficiency. The food that is coming to our plate itself is nutritionally deficient, right? The mango which was supposed to give us vitamin C, that 100, is now able to give only 50. So where you will get the remaining 50? Then you have to eat 2 mangoes or 3 mangoes, right? But that will come with extra calories. So how you have to balance? So that's when the supplementation play a role to create a balance in your life, to create a balance in your nutrition, and not to give you headaches of thinking, okay, what to take with this, what to take with that, so that my nutrition becomes complete, right? So that's when the supplementation plays a major role. Do we have further more questions?
Yeah, I can see some questions pouring in. We'll take just another 2 more questions. Okay, in general, what is the time? When should we take vitamin C and daily?
See, vitamin C, because it is designed for the active part of the day when the risk factors are high, So try to take it in the active part of the day. So daily you can, again, like daily and vitamin C both can be together after breakfast, or if you want to give a gap, you can take a daily after breakfast and maybe vitamin C after lunch.
Post-COVID patient supplements. So for this, I just would like to say we are planning for a session really soon on post-COVID recovery, how to help them, and what are the supplements we can suggest. Okay.
So please suggest timing for omega-3 use in blood pressure people. So if the person is on a blood pressure medication in the morning, you can give it after lunch or after dinner. No problem. See, the supplementation that is designed in Nutrilite is designed in a way so that it doesn't interact with all the medications that you're taking, or it doesn't reduces the effect. In fact, it will enhance the effect. Okay, but if you want to be on the safer side, so don't mix it with your medications that you're taking. Take it the other times. CRP is basically your C-reactive protein, and your garlic, which is having allicin, basically it blocks the enzyme which makes all these inflammatory markers, right? So it basically blocks the inflammation pathway and blocks the enzymes which initiates all these inflammation. So that way garlic helps. So Madhunashni, again, don't take it along with the the medication. If you're taking the medication in the morning, take Madhunashni after lunch and after dinner. So I think now all these questions are coming like disease wise only. So we have been doing all these disease related sessions also.
Yeah, sorry, I had a power cut, so I've joined from my phone. I've lost all my previous questions. Can you see? We anyway have to close. Just see if you have any one question you want to take. Last question.
See, sciatica is related to inflammation. So sciatica again is sciatica getting nerve is getting compressed because of your spinal cord injury or spinal cord inflammation. So yes, at the root, if you see, you can say that yes, it is because of inflammation, right? But not directly, because sciatica nerve is getting compressed because of your spinal injury or spinal inflammation. How to take VAR vitamin C? Please swallow it with water. Don't chew it. Right. I think we can close again, like can diabetics take Chyawanprash? We have been telling it again and again. If the sugar levels are high, diabetic person can also take on and off. Sorry, cannot take, if the sugar levels are under control, then they can take on and off. Okay. Lesser energy, what supplements can be given? Ashwagandha, ginseng, daily, protein, all these supplements can be given to increase the energy levels. Chyawanprash. So I think we can close it now.
Information, you know, to help people and to help yourself. Thank you so much, Sapna, for again a wonderful presentation. First time we are talking about inflammation, and I'm really happy that it is going to be helpful for everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you all of you for being here for almost like more than 1 hour on a Sunday afternoon. I know you all must be like going for your lunch. So enjoy your lunch and take care of your diet. Try to include all the anti-inflammatory compounds in your daily routine and keep your inflammation level on the lower side.
Yeah, just one last thing before we all leave. I'm sure most of you would have already joined the Amway South Marketing channel on Telegram. If you have not yet joined, I'm just going to put the link on the chat box. Please join it as soon as possible, because we are slowly and steadily moving our communication from WhatsApp to Telegram. So we will not be sharing messages on WhatsApp now. It will all be on the Telegram app. So I'm just sharing the link. just click on the link and you will be joining on the Telegram app. Thank you so much. Take care, stay safe and stay healthy.
Bye-bye.